wasn't too sure what to expect. Photo shoots have always been a little bit different for me. Going into it, I usually have I've only photographed with one of my closest friends. So coming into this, obviously I trust Sandy and Vanessa with everything, and I knew that it was gonna be amazing. And I've seen Teri's work, and I was actually really, really excited, almost fangirl moment where I'm like, I'm excited. And just like I was saying earlier, I've been on this really long journey of loving myself and just being okay in my own body and who I am. So I feel like this experience has blown all my expectations out of the park. Yeah, hair and makeup, it was nice to just get up and go. Not have to worry about anything and just like sit down, pamper myself. 2 kids and 2 dogs and a business, and so I don't get that ever. It's usually everybody else. So it was nice to just take a day for me, take some time for me, and just be present here. So there was a time, probably, I'm so bad with timelines, probably 6 or so years ago, where I was not in a good place at all. I was like just using, like binging and purging food kind of, and feeling like that's what I had to do. I grew up overweight, and I was always like teased and bullied, and like would be like, you look like a sausage in your clothes and stuff like that. So I always had that in my head. Going through life, everything I based off of my weight. If I didn't, like going out, friends would ask me to go out, and if I was having an off day, I'd say like, no, I can't make it, I'm not feeling well, or this. So after that time in my life, I kind of got to like a moment where I was like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not okay. And I would say more so with my daughter. I have always been like inclusive, like love each other. You love who you are. Be happy with who you are, and I'm like, I need to practice what I preach. I can't just say these things and she sees like a different attitude from me, because she's not gonna believe it. So that was a huge thing, I think, was my daughter, and making sure that I've never once talked about my body at all in front of her, like whether it's good, whether it's bad. It's never been a discussion. It's just been like, you are who you are, and you eat what you want to eat, and like it doesn't matter what you look like. So that was a huge, I'd say, turning moment for me, and when I really was like, I need to just love myself and teach her that it's okay to also love herself and not grow up with these feelings of there's something wrong with her just for existing. Never. I hid in clothes that were like 5 sizes too big for me, always like super baggy, super don't want to be seen. I don't want to like stand out from the crowd. So yeah, I never ever thought this was something I would do. It was heavy. I think the part where I started talking about, like you had asked, you know, what's your first like your first time you hated your body or you disliked it, and I like going into the big details about like my dad and him. I had flown out to go and see him for one summer, I think grade 4, and he just was like, Kate, we're gonna fix this without anything else. And he's like, Kate, no more jam, no more juice. We're not,
No more jam?
Yeah, because he's like, that'll have sugar in it. And like, I hadn't seen him in years, right? So yeah. And it was just like a huge thing as we're like hiding to eat there. And I think that's where, honestly, it was like kind of a light bulb moment for me feeling that out. I was like, this is really where things stem from. And I've pushed that so far back into my brain that, yeah, it's nice to kind of open that again and be like, hey, you can heal from this, you can let this go, and you can move on. But honestly, I like that you guided me through all of the poses, and you know, if you noticed something was off or I was angled, whatever, you were like, hey, just smidge, like move this way, just a tickle, yeah. I just felt good. I feel like present. I definitely felt present. I wasn't thinking forwards to, oh crap, like maybe this is like hanging down, or maybe whatever it be with my body. None of that. I was like, just do the pose, nail it, and we're good. Yeah.
Anybody like doing something like this,
just do it. Yeah. Sorry, were you finished?
No.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, just do it. Just go for it. I always hear like, I want to do this when I lose this weight, or when I'm more confident, or when this, like, I feel like, even I've said this in business too, you're never going to be ready if you say that. If you wait for something, I feel like you're going to just, it's gonna keep going, and you're gonna always find something that's wrong and that you need to wait for.